Hello everyone, welcome to LIWiS. This is Learning isiXhosa with Sonwa, our 12th episode of our Xhosa learning series, isiXhosa learning series, where we use In Search of Happiness, the novel set in South Africa, to learn isiXhosa together. We are coming to you from Blank Studios, #blank_studios_. Check them out on Instagram, and thanks to Blank Studios for allowing us to use this beautiful space. Now, in the previous episodes, we were holding the cover of the book. So we looked at the title, we looked at the blurb. We are now opening the pages of the book inside, In Search of Happiness. We are looking at the contents page, part 1. The contents page, part 1. There are 20 chapters in this book. We'll look at the first 10 for this episode, the first 10 chapters. And what we're looking at the chapter headings and their titles. Chapter headings and their translations, sorry. So the first chapter of the book, In Search of Happiness, the title, in the English version, we have the Xhosa. Chapter 1, Kudala, ezilalini. That's the chapter title. Long ago in the villages. Kudala, ezilalini. Chapter 2 is Ichaphaza, elibomvu. Ichaphaza, elibomvu, the red stain. Ichaphaza, elibomvu. Now, if we go back to the first chapter, Kudala, ezilalini, now it makes me curious, certainly, like what could this chapter be about? Long ago in the villages. Now I'm beginning to imagine, long ago in the villages, what did villages look like? What do villages look like today? This book published in 2014, and it says Kudala, ezilalini, long ago in the villages. What is it capturing? What is the author saying? I'm curious now to know what are the characters saying. So Kudala is long ago. Ezilalini, in the villages. Ilali is a village. Kudala, ezilalini, long ago in the villages. The second chapter is Ichaphaza, elibomvu. Now Ichaphaza is a stain, like a stain on something, like if I drop coffee on my pants. That would be a stain, Ichaphaza. Now this chapter title says Ichaphaza, elibomvu. What could it be about? Ichaphaza, elibomvu. Chapter 3 says Yimini, yendodla. Now Yimini is a day. Yimini, it's the day of. Yimini, if you have yi in front of mini, it's the day of. Yimini, yendodla. Now indodla is pension. Indodla is pension. So Yimini, yendodla, it's pension day. And if I think about my village, there was a central point where the gogos would go and collect their pension money every month, and I picture them walking, scarf sometimes around the waist, jacket. Gogos were walking maybe with a plastic bag, heading to pension day, the central point where they collect their pension, and from there they'll go to the shops and do different things and meet with their saving plans and manage these funds that they've just received. So Yimini and yendodla. I wonder what they are saying about Yimini and yendodla in this book. Chapter 5 is Ukuya, eKapa. Ukuya is to go to or going to. Ukuya is to go. eKapa, Cape Town, in Cape Town. Ukuya to Cape Town. Ukuya going to Cape Town. eKapa, Ukuya, eKapa. Now, when I was young, one of the things that I looked forward to come to Cape Town was driving in a bus through the Huguenot Tunnel. That was amazing for me. I tried to, because sometimes it depends on the time that we left. I would be tired and have fallen asleep or something. I would ask the person that I'm traveling with to please wake me up when we get to the tunnel, because I wanted to see the lights and think about the fact that I'm driving through a mountain, So eToneleni, the tunnel, driving through the tunnel, eToneleni, and I would be very, very disappointed if the bus took another route, if the minibus taxi took another route that doesn't go through the Huguenot tunnel. I'd be very, very disappointed. Ukuya, eKapa, leaving for Cape Town and going to Cape Town. I wonder what they're saying in this book, because that's chapter 4. eKapa lodumo. eKapa, remember in the previous part we said eKapa is Cape Town, Lodumo, fame. Now when you say the Cape of Fame, you know, it probably implies that you might see celebrities, you might become a celebrity yourself. It's different from the villages, definitely Cape Town. The Cape of Fame. Chapter 6, Ndikucala likachino. Ndikucala likachino. I am on Chino's side. Ndikucala likachino. So if there's an argument, if there's a debate, and we all have views about certain things, about different things. And when you listen to somebody speak, you might have a different view. You might have a different view, and what's very important is that we hold a space where we all allow each other to say what our views are and what we think. So in Ndikucala likachino, I am on Chino's side. It could also mean physically, like I'm on Chino's side. If there's a line drawn here, I am on Chino's side. Ndikucala likachino. It could also mean that physically. If you're watching a football game, Ndikucala le Orlando Pirates, Ndikucala le Kaizer Chiefs, Ndikucala le Cape Town City, for instance, if we're thinking about the local football clubs. Abanye abantu bohlukile nje. Some people are just different. That is chapter 7. Some people are just different. I wonder what this chapter is about. Abanye, some people, abanye abantu, some people. Bohlukile, kohluka is different. Bohlukile are different. Bohlukile nje are just different. Abanye abantu bohlukile. Now, there are certain things that people kind of like do the same way, there's a norm that's expected in society, in our communities, that people behave a certain way, people speak a certain way, people dress a certain way, people engage in public or on those things a certain way, people consume things a certain way. And then you get that one person who reminds you that everything else that we looked at has always been a social construct, and they are going a certain way. As long as it's not harming anybody, I always say, yeah, go for it. But they remind you, they are just different. Could this chapter be about that? Abanye abantu bohlukile. Some people are just different, and hopefully different in a good way. Hopefully different in a way that's positive and uplifting, or in a way that doesn't harm the next person. Then that difference, in my view, should be an accepted difference. In a way that doesn't harm what we should leave intact for future generations. People who will be living here in 300 years' time, if a person is different, and is different in a way that doesn't harm the environment, that doesn't harm other people, that doesn't harm marine life and those things, if they are different in a way that is not harmful to anything, then I say go for it. So I'm curious to hear when we get to this chapter, what is this chapter about? Chapter 8, usuku lokuqala esikolweni. Usuku is a day. Lokuqala, first, esikolweni, school. Usuku lokuqala esikolweni, now the first day at school. Now, that can mean that one have looked forward to this day, and it could also mean that there's a bit of nerves. It might be a new school that someone is starting. Usuku lokuqala esikolweni. I'm wondering, and I'm curious now to hear how Nana and how the main character who tells her story through this book, how does she experience her first day at school? I'm looking forward to hear this from her. Ukudibana no Agnes is chapter 9, meeting Agnes. Ukudibana no Agnes. Ukudibana is to meet. Ukudibana ndiya e-mall, ndiyokudibana nomhlobo wam. I'm going to the mall to meet my friend. Ukudibana is to meet. Inzondo engaka is chapter 10. Now, looking at this chapter heading alone, this sounds like one of these tense chapters in the book, is it? I'm looking forward to hear what they're talking about here, because it's quite heavy, it's quite strong. Inzondo engaka. So much hatred, such hatred. What is it about? And please stay with us so that we get to the end of the book and hear how Nana, the main character, tried to resolve some of these things that she encountered at school, in this new setting that she's in, and what are the positives in the book and how balanced it is. You'll be the assessor of that. I want to say the judge. Maybe you'll assess that. You'll score the book in terms of those things. Please practice these chapters, saying these chapter headings. Practice them. Send voice notes to our cell phone number displayed below, which is +27 if you're outside South Africa, +27 79833 2310. Of course, if you're within the borders of South Africa, it's 079 833 2310. The book In Search of Happiness is available for sale. Please find out using the same WhatsApp number how you can get the book. All you need to do is to send book to this number and we'll come back to you with information. Now, also when you join at another level in terms of being coached to learn isiXhosa further, you can use this this WhatsApp number. Just type coach me and we'll then set up and offer you the full program as well. And one of the benefits is that you could get, you will definitely get, certainly will promise, and we will deliver to that promise. You will get a transcript of this episode, the parts that I did not say, like what I'm saying now in English, you will also get that in isiXhosa and with a voice recording of how you can say these things. So there are more benefits to joining and becoming a member of LIWiS via this WhatsApp number as well. And if you'd like to find out how you can buy us coffee for this episode, please use the same WhatsApp number. And there is a disclaimer around this WhatsApp number. We will never call you or send you a message asking for money. So if you get a message from people who say they are from Learning with isiXhosa with Sonwa, it's not us. We will not do that. Block that number, report that number. How we go about managing you buying us coffee, you just type the word coffee onto that WhatsApp, and I then do a short video call to you to verify it's us, and we can take it from there in terms of how you can support our channel. #blank_studios_. Check them out on Instagram. This has been Learning isiXhosa with Sonwa, episode 12. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time when we look at the second part of the chapter headings. Take care. Bye bye.